Right, so welcome to the Monday Fix. Today we're going to talk about celiac versus glyphosate. Okay, let's start at the start. Celiac is an autoimmune disease. You're basically allergic to wheat. Your body cannot process it, handle it, and you go through a ton of different side effects. Gluten is the protein found in wheat, rye, and barley. So that's why celiac. Stay away from those three things. Glyphosate is an FDA-approved herbicide that is sprayed on crops, especially your wheat, your rice, your barley, and a lot of vegetables now. It's testing positive for it and a lot of things. Side note, like Tim always likes to point out, wheat seeds, actually, they hybridize it, and the glyphosate is in your seed. They don't even have to spray as much as they want to anymore to have your wheat growing with this toxin in it, okay? It is a neurotoxin. It is Roundup weed killer, okay? So when you're spraying those little grooves in your driveway to get those little dandelions out, you're spraying glyphosate in your driveway. Glyphosate is showing up in many of our foods now. So for me, like everybody knows, if I'm going to drink wine, it has to come from Spain, Italy, or France because it doesn't make me sick. And for a long time, because I'm completely gluten intolerant and dairy intolerant, I would go out to dinner. I'd be completely gluten-free. I'd have a glass of wine from somewhere wonderful in California because we have wonderful wines. And I would feel sick, and I call it gluten. Like it hits my lower back surgery site, stomach problems, systemic headache, totally cranky, brain fog, all the stuff. And it's because now wines and all the different crops, especially on the West Coast, that is heavily sprayed in glyphosate, is showing up in all of our foods and our once delicious clean wines, right? So let's see, what are the side effects of gluten for celiac? I'm going to read them off. There's a lot. This is not all of them. Anemia, anxiety, depression, irritable bowel syndrome, joint pain, systemic inflammation, bone density issues, brain fog, dental issues, fatigue, headache, infertility, mood, numbness, and weight gain. And for some people that can't keep anything in them, tremendous weight loss. Okay. What are the side effects of glyphosate as it builds in your system from eating foods with it on it? They're the same with a high risk of cancer. Okay. I Googled it. It's on my phone. I don't have the stats with me because they're recording of that. But in Livermore, husband and wife sued Monsanto because they're the creators of the glyphosate, and they are under Bayer Pharmaceutical. And they both got non-Hodgkin's lymphoma covered up. They're in mass in food spraying this on the crops, and they both got the cancer from it, and they won $2 billion in 2019. So for those of us who stand around watching this, shit's in our backyard. That's why I'm always like, when I work with people on nutrition, I take out wheat, dairy, alcohol, sugar, and make sure they sleep, because those are the 5 things that drive inflammation, right? But in this area especially, our glyphosate is rampant. So when you understand why certain foods make you cranky, bloated, maybe a bit of like constipation, diarrhea, stomach's off, constant stomach issues, headaches, can't focus at work, your sleep is bad, you come into the gym and you feel like you're ready and the joints ache, like it's glyphosate. So for most people that think they're celiac, like I assumed I was, my 23andMe shows the genetic marker. I ran our Spotlight genomic test on me and got all of my different genetic markers back. But yet when I went to Italy, I ate wheat and dairy for 2 weeks and never felt sick. Didn't have a backache, a headache, a sniffle, a stomach ache, not a problem at all. So I'm not a celiac, which is great because in this state especially, if I were to call Kaiser, I can say, hey, I think I have celiac. So like, here's the plan. I need you to eat a lot of bread for a few weeks, and then we're going to go down your throat, and we're going to sip some intestine, and we're going to check it out. And I'm like, here's the plan. If I eat a piece of bread, I'll be dead for like 3 weeks, so I'm not going to take your test, right? There has to be a better way, but that was the last time I asked for an actual celiac test, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just shouldn't eat this crap. So that is the difference between someone who is a true celiac and has that little printout with all the medical stuff and the IgGA showing in the blood, and glyphosate building in the system for people that are otherwise not allergic to meat. Well, let's make healthy choices. Awesome. Thank you.